few months ago we started selling FlexiPaint here at Larp Inn. FlexiPaint is a highly flexible, durable, rubber-like paint that can be used as a latex alternative. With so many people getting into cosplay, making their own weapons for LARP, we wanted to give you a realistic review of what to expect with FlexiPaint. FlexiPaint is perfect for somebody who wants to do some small-scale crafting or repair of weapons at home. It is non-toxic, it doesn't really smell, it washes out of brushes, which makes it so much better than latex. It washes out of spray guns, it can be easily cleaned off things. If you make a mistake on the thing that you're working on, you can use a wet cloth to wipe it off. It's not abrasive on your skin, and in general it's just very easy to work with. The viscosity of FlexiPaint can be changed a lot, so you can use it in lots of different ways. It comes as a very thick liquid which can be painted straight on, and this helps fill in gaps, get rid of mistakes and lumps and stuff in the foam work. Or you can water it right down to a very thin spray, which is perfect for airbrushing. Is FlexiPaint cost effective? FlexiPaint is not as cheap as latex by a long stretch. In fact, a bottle might seem quite expensive, but it does go quite far. A quarter of a bottle would probably produce a thick, durable coat on an entire LARP sword. What I have here is a personal shield of ours, which is quite old and has taken a few beatings. Over the years, in the heat, the latex has cracked really badly. And so what I've been doing is I've been using undiluted red FlexiPaint to redo the surface. And what's significant about this is it filled in all of those gaps within a couple of coats. So you see the difference. Over time, the corners of this shield have also become quite damaged and the foam has begun to break off and flake. Safety-wise, the shield is fine, but aesthetically you'd need to file away some of those lumps and bumps before you could get a clean finish with latex. On this shield, I've managed to redo the entire edge with a thick coat of gold that has completely covered over all of the lumps and bumps without having to do any sanding. What's also significant is that I could paint across both areas of latex and foam without any difference. The FlexiPaint went smoothly across both areas without causing any issue. At first it dried very sticky, but about a week on and it's not really sticky at all. So what are the downsides? I found that the opacity varies quite a lot between the different colours. The main weapon making colours, black, the silver and gunmetal, as well as the gold, are all very opaque, which is really good when you're using it, because if you want a lighter shade you can just water it down. The red is also pretty good, but the blue, green, flesh, white and yellow are all very, very translucent and needed quite a lot of coats. This caused difficulty on those shields when I was doing the yellow section. As you can see, the yellow section still shows up the cracks despite them being filled in now with FlexiPaint, because the yellow couldn't override the black layer underneath. Another advantage and disadvantage is that you can mix any colour of paint in with the FlexiPaint and it comes out really well. The disadvantage though is, although they advise this, the more paint you put into your FlexiPaint, the more watery the liquid becomes and the less successful the coat is. I usually find you get drips, which is something that FlexiPaint doesn't normally suffer from. Overall, we think FlexiPaint is a great product. and we'll be using it a lot in-house to do repairs on weapons that are brought to us. We think it's a good springboard for people who haven't made their own weapons but have always wanted to. So if you do make something exciting, we'd love to see it. Drop us a comment or post on our page so that we can see what you've done with your FlexiPaint.